Knicks fans, welcome to another episode of Delusional, Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. They calling it a 90s style win. I don't see it as that. I just see it as you slowing the pace down, playing Tibbs like defense, which we did the year that he won Coach of the Year. Slow the pace down, play aggressive, and you'll win because eventually you'll score more than the opposing team. And that's what the Knicks did. Knicks and Cavs, pretty much Donovan Mitchell wanted to make a statement at home. He had bought ton of tickets for his friends and family because he's from, do you even consider upstate New York in a sense? It's probably Connecticut. I don't know, but he's pretty much in between Connecticut and upstate New York. This is the guy that we wanted. This is the guy we were supposed to trade for. But the untouchable Quentin Grimes, who was on him all night, made a statement. Who, for me, gets the game ball because of his defense all night. And that's where I want to kind of start with is Quentin Grimes played roughly 40 minutes and he earned every starting two guard spot from his defensive display tonight. Could it be all Quentin? No. Most of it was good team, not great, but okay team defense. The Cavs did not shoot to their ability, which I believe they're top 10 in 3 points, field goal and percentage. But they did not have it today at the Garden. Thank God. Because I couldn't have dealt with another loss, especially from them, especially from Donovan Mitchell going to work. So defensive low scoring, 92-81. First time the Knicks have held the team to 81 points this year, which is telling you that we have not been playing defense. Why? Because they want to speed up the game. So you're giving people more possessions. The Knicks are literally not putting the effort on defense. Why? Because they're worrying about the next possession. For me, for a Tibbs style team, slow the pace down. Slow the pace down. And that's what we did. Don't forget, the fourth quarter was a close game until we made timely baskets. But don't forget, there's a lot of turnover calls. You know, refs are keying in on the turnovers. I know y'all saw the Golden State game with Steph, had a key moment to take the league or the tide, I believe. But he was traveling. It makes sense. For me, when I used to play basketball heavy, now I'm sounding like an old dude. But that was a key part of the game. Refs calling travel. In the NBA, they don't call no travel. Well, now they're making an emphasis. And I believe it was 11 total travel calls. And a lot was on RJ. I want to call him TOJ for that turnover Barrett. That was turnover Barrett for him. Why? Because his game is solely based on driving. And, of course, watch that pivot feet before you pick it up. He's shuffling his feet. Quentin Grimes, is infamous for, putting his feet into the ground and taking off quickly off of catching the rebound. So remember, you got to put the ball down before you take multiple steps, guys. That's the travel call. So, early in that first half, I'm looking at Tibbs like, okay, Tibbs, we going with the defensive route in. I'm fine. RJ was kind of struggling. I wanted to see Cam. I know everyone is like, why you keep plugging in Cam? I just wanted to see Cam and Quentin Grimes together. That's defense on both ends. Not to say that Barrett didn't lock up. These guys, they played, good defense. It wasn't great, but they played good defense in spurts. Barrett had that, I forgot what quarter where he had 12 of his points in that quarter alone. So he put in that effort to get buckets, but it was a stretch where I'm like, I'm thinking he's going to look down. Cam. It didn't happen. But It still was a good game. I thought it was a solid game. Let's kind of look at some stats. Let's look at some stats. So Tibbs went with a 9-man rotation. You heard that. So no Fournier, no Cam, no D Rose, no Sims. That's crucial. That's a man that my job is on the line. We need to wrap this up to where guys can be in rhythm. Guys know that they're going to get that time who's playing, and they can be, pretty much successful as far as with the consistency and the playing time. I think this is the first outing besides an overtime of a player getting 40 minutes. And Quentin Grimes deserved 40 minutes. I mean, his pest on defense. I don't even care about the 4 turnovers, even though that's turning the ball over and giving the opposing team, 4 more possessions. But his stats do not give his game justice for this one. 40 minutes. He was 2 for 8 at 25%. That's fine. 0 for 4. That's fine. Why? Because he was putting the effort all in defense. Right? The stats are not going to tell you what his defense was, even though there are defensive statistics as steals, defensive rebounds, blocks. But he did get a block. He did get 2 steals. But then 4 fouls. But that telling me you playing D. I'm cool with that. Why am I cool with that? Because Donovan Mitchell only had 23 points. He was 8 for 22. You were 2 for 11. Obviously, 3-pointers is half his field goal attempt, so he's not going for 3. He only went to the line 6 times. That's Tibbs' defense. That's defense. That's all I needed. Nobody else was going to kill us. Same stats for Darius Garland. 5 for 19. 3 for 9, 4 for 5. Who else was going to kill us? I mean, Mobley wasn't going to kill us because you had Blockless Monster down there playing 33 minutes. Karis LeVert only played 16 minutes. He could have possibly went off on us. Not even Kevin Love went off on us, guys. He only had 8 points. And Love is a Knick killer. Because we slowed the game down and played defense. I've been telling guys that. I've been telling my viewers that. I've been telling my subscribers, who I love. I appreciate you guys. You got the reason why I go and make these videos, even though I love making my Knicks content. Slow the game down. We played defense. We could get a bucket. We got Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson could score in the half court. You put the right players out there. Quentin Grimes. His spacing alone, his cutting alone with JB, it's the perfect combination. That's your point guard. That's your 2 guard going forward. Now we just need to find a small forward and a power forward to put the pieces together. I'll be on Knicks Twitter a lot. Follow me at Delusional Nick. So it's up on the top, just literally right there. You can follow me on, TikTok as well as the subscribe, trying to get me to 1,000 guys. On the YouTube. Definitely lost train of thought. But on my Twitter, everyone was talking about they miss KP. Could have stopped Porzingis. Now, I'm going to tell you a reason why it works, right? I'm going to tell you. Listen, Linda, I'm going to tell you why. KP 7'3", right? We don't need the KP that's going to be thinking he's the man and got to do all the work and get hurt. Put that man at that power forward. KP, Mitch, holding down the paint. KP obviously is a stretch 4, legit stretch 4, not Jules stretch 4, but a real legit stretch 4. who has a better back to the basket, but his spacing and his defense alone, because of the coverage that he has with his wingspans, Mitch being down there. My God. You get you a solid small forward that's like 6'8", 6'9", preferably somebody that's at Michigan right now that you could probably draft. Michigan State, excuse me. Because I'm part of the Knicks brass, so I can't talk about college players, but he could put the ball on the floor. I think he like 6'9". He been balling with NBA players since he was young, calling him the next KD. I'm not even knowing the French dude. That's fine. You can get 7-foot ball handlers in the league now. Bol, Kristaps Porzingis, KD. He's not the next generational talent since Braun, but he's going to be good. But you got Bol. He's right in your face. But yeah, back to my Knicks dynasty. Because I'm coming to a point, coaches know things, right? So there's a reason why Opie is not playing all these minutes. So, you hear certain trade rumors about Quickly and stuff like that. I wouldn't want these guys to go, but what are these coaches are seeing that we're not? Quickly, I don't want Quick to go. Even Quick's production today, for me, is his role for the rest of his Knicks career. 24, 25 points, 6 for 8. It's perfect you can be. He didn't even take a 3-pointer today. And that's odd. Something must have happened. It must have been a conversation, or he must have just been in the flow of the offense. But 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, but you still had 12 points. You still was in double figures. Hartenstein, for me, was a solid game. Damn near double-double. Grabbing boards. Like, he kept the same energy that Mitch had. But except for Mitch was not getting the ball to kind of make these baskets. He only shot the ball twice. I want to say 4 times because he got fouled twice. So, and Mitch complained. The Tibbs offense, I'm not getting the ball. Your team can put you in positions to pass you the ball in the post. They just choose not to. But they're going to give it to Hartenstein because they see what he can do. And what the team allows him, I guess. But overall, was a solid win. I'm going to take a win. I know everyone is like, who didn't play? Jarrett Allen, who was their anchor on the defensive end. Ricky Rubio's out, I believe, with a torn ACL. I don't care. A win is a win. So, shout out to my Knicks on that aspect. Our schedule do not get any easier. So, we're going to have to pick it up. I'm trying to look now at the schedule to see who we play for the rest of the week. Because that would be pivotal. And our schedule, I didn't even look to see what our standings are because I'm going into it blind. Like, I don't want to look at the schedule. I know we were close, but we are 11 and 13. So that's it's not bad, and the only reason why I say that is because the Wizards are 11 and 13 as well. The Bulls, who have a better team than us, is 9 and 14. So it's I'm not tweaking. I'm not tweaking on the schedule. Or the record rather. I'm not losing my mind. And we just beat a team that's 15 and 9. So we can let me not say we can make a push. We will still be in the middle of the pack. Hopefully once we make a trade, December, damn, it's getting close. Like 10 to 12 days, we going to see a trade happen. We are going to see a trade. I believe December 15th or the 14th is when players that signed during the offseason is eligible for a trade. We're gonna see some trades occurring, guys. I believe so. you know, there's possibility we could move RJ. Not to say that we will. That's going to come in the off season. Trust me. Yep, quote me on that. My video's still gonna be up, but we're gonna keep it rolling. Let me see the schedule right now. So we play Atlanta on the 7th at home. That's an ESPN game. Gotta love the Atlanta games. That's gonna be a challenge. Slow the game down. That's all I ask. You know, we're 14th in scoring at 113. We're 3rd in rebounds and 46. We're 23rd with assists, only 21. Pass the rock. And opposing points, we're at 115. Slow the game down, guys. Slow the damn game down. So the schedule is looking like Atlanta, Charlotte, the Kings, and Chi-Town. And we play Chi-Town from I want to say, is that a home? But we play Chi-Town twice. So, Knicks, come on, man. Let's knock it out. Let's finish it. And let's go through. Deuces.
I'ma do it for the pesos. I fell in love with the bass load. I fell in love with the bass load. I see the ops staying plain clothes. I see the ops y'all in plain